Hello, we are the Team Prime Trio, and we are here in the category of service design sponsored by OBI. Our team consists of three: myself, Arushi Madan, Arun Venugopal, and Nikhila Chittur. Our big idea: our mission is to guarantee success to every DIY customer by engaging and educating them in a modern environment. The problems that we've identified can be broadly categorized into three categories. Firstly, an uncertainty in skill set. Secondly, missing experience. And the third, little support. To give you a brief overview of the vision we had while finding out these problems, we imagined a customer going into, let's say, an OBI Create store and trying to buy a DIY kit. The DIY kit probably has some information on the packaging. However, the customer, is not told what other tools would be required to make that DIY kit a success. Let me give you an example. For example, if there's a DIY shelf set, it doesn't say that what we need is a hammer as well. Apart from all the things within the kit, we need a hammer, we need an Allen key, we need a spanner, etc. And these are the tools that the customer is expected to have. But oftentimes, especially for a beginner level DIY customer, they probably do not know about it. And so, here we have our solution. Our solution is to place a QR code on that packaging to inform the customer when he scans the QR code of the tools that are required for making that DIY kit a success. So, those tools could include tools like a hammer, a spanner, etc. A good thing about this is that we're also adding a point of marketing at that very motivational point of purchase. So we're telling the customer to buy a hammer from that very store of OBI that they're in. Alongside, we also believe in engaging and building a community of people interested in DIY. So we have incorporated a forum feature within our app. So apart from getting professional support, people can learn from the experience of other people doing similar DIY projects. You can also get targeted help by posting your questions on that forum and getting expert advice from not just professionals, but also people doing similar projects. This forum would be moderated by a few employees from customer support, but would be populated and built mainly by people interested in DIY. Lastly, we also have another feature in our app, which is challenges. The aim and the origination of this feature came from the inspiration to engage people by making them learn how to do DIY projects. People do it when they're motivated, and these challenges would act as a mode of motivation for our DIY customers. So this is our solution in a few screenshots, and I would love to show you how it looks. So this is our app. You can easily sign in. You can add a project. So this is basically like a diary or a journal entry of your project, what inspired you, what the challenges are, etc. So you can save and proceed. Now, you can scan a QR code just to see the item. So we scan the QR code of a certain shelf set. Here we have. So I am told very clearly the tools that are required, such as a paintbrush, hammer, screwdriver, or wrench. I'm also told the description, the assembly time, and I'm also told reviews that have been submitted by customers who've bought this item before. Through this, I can get a good idea of what the requirements of the DIY kit are. And so when I go home, I know exactly what I'm getting myself into in terms of the requirements of this DIY shelf set. Let's say I buy the product and I go home. We already know that OBI has tutorials for how to do certain DIY projects, so we've incorporated that into our app. Let's say I want to watch this paved terrace project DIY. So I can click on it, I can like it, I can share it. Now, I can go onto the forum feature and also then share with people or gain knowledge from people who are doing similar DIY projects. Lastly, it's very simple for me to also take part in a challenge. For example, the challenge for, let's say, September 2020 is a DIY garden project. So this encourages me to take part and do more and more DIY projects at my own home. Coming back to the social and market impact our solution creates. Broadly, we can say four impacts that our solution creates. Firstly, it allows customer to view the tools required. So the customer knows fully knowledgeable about what the requirements are about the set. Secondly, we've added a point of marketing. So, by showing the customer the other tools that are needed to require and realize the project to success, we're guaranteeing and prompting the customer to buy those other tools from OBI itself. Thirdly, we're educating the customer using a forum. So, we're educating the customer not just from professional help, but also from help from people who are engaging themselves into similar DIY projects. And lastly, we are motivating the customer by engaging them in challenges by providing them a forum and a platform to learn by doing. Our business model would be comprised of advertisements on the app, a possible premium version of the app that could be released much later down the line, encouraging sales by promoting other tools required to customer. So this would encourage sales of OBI products themselves. And this is a perfect fit into the current ecosystem of OBI. And lastly, we could also monetize the mobile application by charging a certain price for downloading it. Thank you so much for listening and have a good day.